should do it.
Yeah, I like the smiley.
Man is passionate about his Dota. He doesn't want, or maybe he just likes us.
Can't be it. Don't worry, guys. I noticed all of you.
Let them buy Dotas.
Man, I actually love Twitch chat so much.
You guys should be jealous. Has to know. Oh, prediction time. Total number of player deaths at game end.
What are my options here?
56 plus, 41 to 55, 40.
I think this game, because it's the two teams that they are, it'll be high deaths. What is
So the last two? 41 to 55 or 50?
56. Let's go.
56 plus. Number of ancient camps stacked by 30 minutes.
What?
Team with the most runes picked up by 10 minutes. Will a team get the
By 10 minutes?
By 10 minutes.
I think it's easier for LGD to fight around runes. So I'll say LGD.
Okay.
Wait.
I should have gotten this one last game. Total number of teleports canceled by stun by 25 minutes. That would have been like 0.
No, well, LGD had a lot of stuns, you fool.
Yeah, sure.
To battle.
Alright, so 0, 1, 2, 3.
Well, there's Venge. There's
Tiny jump on.
yeah. By how many minutes is it?
25 minutes.
1, 2, 3 plus. I don't know. There's a lot of people go for these YOLO TPs out. Let's go for 3 plus.
Plus, alright. Action-packed game. That's what William
The
wants.
battle begins.
Let's see who's got the bounty runes. Take my predictions, I believe. So well, but it's a split.
They only need one more by the 5-minute mark. Don't worry.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Like, by 10 minutes.
Dude, what the
does not...
What is FY said?
What?
My man.
Why are you freaking out? I literally freaking... You were like, what are you talking about?
My man literally looks like ET Spirit is running into him repeatedly.
You just said, what are you talking about? Like, you're so dumb. And then you, like, 2 minutes later, you have freak out
Yeah, but
about
when
it?
I ask that question, it makes more sense. 'Cause I'm the analyst.
FY is going to protect his Ame Terrorblades farm by just running transit people. They sure indeed do get the maybe Tiny matched up against the Broodmother. We'll see how that goes. And then at top lane, got the Ursa plus Phoenix of X-Nova against the Brewmaster and GH. Mind Control going to go for an early pull-out, not wanting to get into the early battles again. A lot of damage coming out from FY. He is making good work of these treants right now. Getting a lot of harassment onto Kuro as well as Miracle.
Venge doesn't really want to be in this lane. It's not easy for him to trade with his support.
No, like, you have no ability to actually deal with.
Yes.
I mean, I guess Wave of Terror and right-clicking them together is the best you got. That great. Ame goes ahead and pops his Metamorphosis and pushes the heroes back even further.
This top lane isn't too kind to them either. Quid just might lose 2 lanes. It shouldn't be terrible for the Tiny either.
Yeah.
They just win 3.
Should just be able to get a bunch of quickly. Oh, trying to get the kill on Ame! How did that happen? Ame! He was supposed to be owning the lane with his Metamorphosis. Now he dies. FY tries to stand his ground and go for the kill on Akuro. Blocked by his own treants, trying to walk himself away. FY turned around, had the Fairy Fire. He has 10 magic stick charges. That's why he was being such a man there.
I thought Miracle was going to commit for it, but he saw it all the way through. FY was very smart. You know how you collect 10 wand charges now.
A lot of Wave of Terror. Now they pulled the lane back here in this, the off lane for Team Liquid. Chalice is forced to be a lot more farther forward, which means that this gets a lot more harassment damage, makes things better. Oh, a courier pickup! FY gets it. Miracle, he tried to leap in arrow for that and has a Fairy Fire to be able to keep himself alive. Doesn't die to the last shot of FY. Ame Make sure that his support can TP out. He actually can't. Decides again. Go for a regular TP so he can use his teleportation ability. Get in lane ever he wants to. Tumba Man in the mid lane, yeah, sure enough, maybe he's 22-11 right now. So it's really looking like LGD could win all 3 of their lanes, excluding that bottom lane death from Ame. That seemed a bit curious.
Yeah, it's not even just the broodlings or anything like that. Just look at the net worth. It's tiny as 600 ahead of Tumba Man right now.
A lot of damage on a mind control top lane. GH pops the fairy fire, hoping to be able to keep mind control alive. He pops a fairy fire of his own. Again, slowed down by the clap. Mind control trying to stay 1 step ahead of him. Turns around, goes for the hit, but he instantly dies to Chalice and now GH. He doesn't have a tether to be able to get away. And he has no target tethered to anyway. Chalice is going to suicide to Roshan. Get back to lane that much quicker.
And this whole Ursa offlane concept is so cool.
Yeah.
Are these offlane players playing Ursa in like various ways?
I mean, it's just such a hard hero to lane again. For so many safe lane carries, especially if you take away like the Van Weaver, for example.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So far, so good for LGD, as they are almost top 3 net worth on all 3 of their cores. Despite the death on this Terrorblade, he's just gone back to farming, right?
Yeah.
Miracle, he's suffered pretty heavily in this lane.
His attack damage significantly less than the Terrorblade, especially if you go for the Quelling Blade. So this is Terrorblade. Should be able to get OCS, but they do manage to get a magic missile. Arrow combination on FY, but immediately pop the metamorphosis, and FY turns and fights, and Kuro's stuck inside the trees right now, trying to get the blocks in with the trans. Couldn't quite get ahead of them. Kuro will be able to make it away.
Okay, Kuro, go for the runes.
Try for it. Oh, that FY blocks him in, managed to get the sprout, blocking with the trans as well. LGD control this part of the map, but they're going to be able to get Miracle as well. Both the kills in the bottom lane. Mind control being chased away by Chalice. Misses that clap.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Land.
attack. Dire's
Still
top
though,
tower is
that
under attack.
bounty runes. Mind control and GH got both the one.
Did anyone get normal runes?
Chalice still managed to get GH. Just ran him down that part. Bottom lane, managed to get the magic missile. Big Starstorm out. Miracle doesn't have a leap anymore. They may not have the damage anymore. Kuro trying to lay physical damage into the high armor Terrorblade. Does have a stun coming up, and that's going to be enough. Finally, magic damage is going to be enough to be able to claim that kill. Miracle now healed up by GH. NY has to go for the TP out. Leap in, a little bit more. Oh, barely gets it.
Gonna run into my Tumba Man right here. Being pinged out. A whole lot that they're gonna do. Maybe they'll try to protect the catapult, but in fact not do so.
Seems like ganking this tiny 1600 HP already. That gonna try and go for okay. Was just a dive into the tower, nothing results in it. They get a magic missile, but Miracle can't really get the arrow. Plus, he is out of leap charges, and he has been for quite some time. He just needs some space to recover.
Dire's structures are
that way he can regain the opportunity.
Structures are fortified.
As offensive as he is going to teleport in, tries to go for GH with the sprout and the treants on him. GH will 10 magic stick charges plus the jump on an FY magic missile. Does have the raindrops though. That's going to protect him, but it's not enough. He had stick charges, he had raindrop, and it still wasn't enough. Maybe GH dies here. Magic missile. Kuro thought about going for the kill, but now he's underneath the tier 1 tower. Fortunately, the tower not aggro.
This Phoenix is starting to get a little bit low. You can tell that Kuro wants to try to make something happen, but we're just going to back up, reset. His mind control is now level 6.
Maybe is killing him. He is 1,100 net worth ahead of everyone, including.
Yeah, he's already halfway to his blink.
Oh, that is a big walloping tree. Man, it's getting a lot of damage. Gets a combination onto Matumba Man. He has to jump away into the trees. Now they get a stun from Kuro. But Matumba Man, the healing salve going, and no levels in his insatiable hunger just yet. Can't really go for the man fight. Maybe hoping to be able to grab this double damage route, slowing down Kuro as X-Nova. But they have the helping hand of GH to be able to help Kuro get out of there with the action move heal. That just leaves us 10 bounty runs. And they just keep on sprouting him and right-clicking him and forcing him into leaping away. That's exactly what's going to happen here. Leaps away from the Metamorphosis, again out of charges, so Ame now owns this lane. Less Liquid. Gonna be willing to bring some more heroes here. First, it's gonna be GH. Builds up Miracle a little bit. Arrow comes out and nails FY. With a block in from the Sprout, prevents them from immediately jumping onto him. But
Got him.
the arrow stun lasts far too long.
I don't even know if he minds these deaths, though. They're going to do some serious damage to this mid tower.
Radiant's middle tower.
Maybe he's going to get a Blink Dagger, and then he's just going to rotate to this bottom and start going to work.
See Matumba Man's just... He has to keep his baby spiders out of vision of Baby at all time. Otherwise, he's just going to be much net worth. To a Tiny who's already ahead, who is already going to be rocking a 10-minute Blink Dagger that might just be able to find the kill on Kuro as well. Leap in from X-Nova, looking to be able to slow down these heroes, but Matumba Man plus GH is a formidable duo that's already killed the support, might just be able to kill maybe as well. He gets a full blow with the combination, but it's not quite enough. He gets juked around and will eventually die. Double kill for Matumba Man.
55 HP left.
Leap in, nice arrow, and Ame is executed by Miracle.
These are kills that should not really be happening, but for some reason are.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And now Matumba Man finally gets the insatiable hunger and will feed off of the Ancient to try and get his HP a little bit. There. Chalice. Alone here in the top lane. Liquid are a trio. Relocate to bottom lane, actually. They're going to try and catch FY, who is going for some sort of defense of this tower. TP in from Chalice almost catches Miracle. Miracle, who is out of leap charges, but does have the helping hand once again of GH. Chalice now has to fight through the Brewmaster Spirits, and that's going to be tough to do, especially with the tables of Kuro.
He's arrowed.
Is gonna know that Thunder from Ame managed to get the save.
Was this a
But will
vicious?
he blow for this out? No, he still goes down. Mind Control ends up getting him with the clap. Chalice, he wants revenge, but Mind Control's just gonna be able to TP
Who doesn't
away.
have
They
stuns
have no
now?
stuns. PSG.LGD may have gotten the deny on their off-lane tower, but they lose their Terror Blade over to mid lane. The Broodmother dies to maybe.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That early Blink pickup already paying dividends. His timing hasn't really been slowed down, even with that death that he had in mid.
Yeah, he already had the Blink Dagger bought at that time, so wasn't a painful death. They have so much aggressive vision right now from LGD.
Radiant's middle tower.
He wants
is
to
under
finish up
attack.
this tower and then start moving. Just start
Radiant's
roaming around,
middle
killing
tower
things.
has fallen.
Midline Shadow initiation here in
Radiant's
bottom lane.
tower is under attack.
Be a big opportunity for Liquid. They're going to go for the instant stun on a Chalice, blow him up, but he does manage to get off the enrage. That'll buy him a little bit more time, but they're just going to kite him back. X-Nova does have the Supernova. He wants to be able to blow it, maybe forced into it. He goes it now, but he doesn't have the Fire Spirit, but he does have maybe. Still though, Miracle is able to finish off that Supernova. Kuro with a nice swap out of the Sprout might just be able to get away.
Miracle doesn't
but
have any more leaps.
That is the big bounty that maybe really wants to be able to claim, but he doesn't have his abilities up in time. The Blink Dagger's not ready to go. Kuro finally spotted by the Sprout. Will be a freebie for maybe to pick up, but
I thought he'd
still.
commit harder onto Miracle.
Yeah.
That was a buyback from GH though, thinking that maybe there was going to be a chase. No pun intended.
Top lane going for Mind Control. A lot of damage just from that one swing of overpower charges, but Mind Control does manage to juke a little bit, but burns out eventually. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Miracle
There's just fights
catches
everywhere.
FY.
I don't think FY anticipated the two heroes to be as full as they were.
Relocated to the mid lane. He actually already blew his branch, and now he's going to be stuck. Combination on a GH isn't quite enough to be able to get that kill. Liquid are so deadly with the IO as they manage to force you to split apart and see these strong cores as individuals just outnumber them, bring them low.
Under attack.
This is a cool way for them to play right now. They've got good goal presence. They're hitting back, making good use of their supports. GH doing a very good job with those buybacks.
They are still losing map control though. Chalice and FY.
They're getting back a little bit of it.
Radiant's top tower is under
They're going to lose this top tower, which is going to open up the Roshan. That's the scariest part right now for Liquid, is you have to stay around this area. So once you lose your tier 1 mid and your tier 1 off lane, Roshan becomes very susceptible.
So what are the two plays that these teams are going to try? How does LGD open up the Roshan pen? How does Liquid protect that?
You send FI just bottom constantly, push him out with treants.
Just one of those, like, he pushes out the lane. If he dies, he dies. We're going to take Roshan. Oh, jump in from maybe, but Miracle's a little bit too fast. Does manage to leap away ahead of the avalanche. GH will find an invis bottle. That's always nice to have. Mind control. Does he have Blink Dagger coming in? Does. There's a big initiation tool for Liquid that's been missing. LGD, they've been the ones with all the initiation with the Blink Dagger on Ursa as well. Speaking of them, they just smoked up. They're actually going to TP up to the top lane. They see a pretty valuable kill. FY's going to bait it out, manage to get the toss combination on Miracle. He leads forward, hoping to be able to kill FY, and he does do it. He gives up his life to make sure the support dies, knowing that he didn't have the leap charges to get out anyway.
Just all-in commits for that. Does get the kill, like you say, but not the kind of trades that you want to make at this point. Not when you're giving up sprees. There's a Blink Dagger now, though, on the Brewmaster.
Oh, they know where Ame is.
Yeah.
They're going to go for it. Can he get the
That's
stun in
a
time?
cancel
He
TP.
stops the TP. Ame now has to try and get some sort of Sunder play. Not going to happen.
It's not even close.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And that's all thanks to these laning wards that they have. This bottom lane Liquid again. Same situation as LGD earlier. They go for the super aggressive vision at this point.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
GH does manage to deny that tower. Power bounty. LGD need to be able to keep that march moving forward. Can't let Liquid control the net worth. Ursa and Tiny need to be able to buy that space. Branch comes in. Fighters disappear.
The Tiny's kind of buying space, but Brood is doing Brood things and is now effectively caught up when it comes to net worth.
Dyer's top
Has his
tower
defusal now. She's really scary on the map. Gonna go for the Solar Crest next,
Dyer's structures
which is just a
are
good item
fortified.
against pretty much everyone in LGD's lineup.
Yeah.
Really good against the Ursa. Evasion's always been good against Ursa because he doesn't like going for FKB.
Smoke up. Heading into the off-lane jungle. A run into Matumba Man here. The Moonlight Shadow goes out though. Liquid, perfect time for them to back out.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
They'll
attack.
take away some of the vision though of Liquid. They saw how fast Liquid reacted to that
Radiant
smoke break.
structures are
The only answer would have been vision. Top lane. Miracle barely managed to leap himself away. The Terrorblade almost finished him off. FY's going to try and come in, hoping to be able to slow down these heroes with the Sprout as they just keep marching forward with Ame with the Metamorphosis. He swapped back, unable to get himself away, while Chalice finished off GH's Wisp. So both the supports give up their life to be able to save Miracle. That's going to be TP
Dyer's
stopped.
bottom tower is under
Miracle
attack.
gets some damage onto Chalice. Poke, poke, poke. Because bottom lane is being ratted, not by a Broodmother, but by a Brewmaster. Gets a bit of damage onto the tier 3.
I didn't even realize that he had gone that far in.
Yeah.
Did you?
Not until like, oh, that it's caught the Furion.
This bottom lane, now it's Maybe's turn. It has to be maybe your FY that shoves this out. Mind control, think about Roshan. So now that it makes a lot more sense why Matumba Man went for the build that he did, going for the Solar Crest.
Yeah.
Because they see the Ursa lineup, they see that their tier 1 mid, their tier 1 tops are taken, so they go for it themselves.
So they push out the bottom lane to try and open up Roshan for themselves, which is a good way to kind of counter an Ursa. Can they actually do it though? Because there is strong team fight from Xnova, but looks like they can't get in there. They try and jump in. The Aegis already got the Supernova on the outside of the pit, but Matumman just rolls over it in the lead for Miracle. They quickly finish off that egg, and now Chalice is left alone against too many of the Liquid heroes. LGD, they just threw their heroes inside of the pit without any backup, as Maybe was still trying to contend with this bottom lane. Oh, we got Tornado. Can they catch him? No.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Can't go for that. Bottom lane, they're going to be able to relocate onto FY. Tries to go for TP out.
Poor FY. He is doing what I asked him to do, though. To play this bottom lane for the rest of his team, so they don't have to go there.
But he is getting countered by the Wisp, just like we talked about.
Yeah,
as well, so.
It's a give and a take.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Man, this great laning phase, though, it's just kind of been ruined.
Yeah. They needed a strong laning phase to be able to just kind of persevere through the tough mid game. Buy time for Ame's Terrorblade. But now, Liquid, well, it looks like they're beginning to get some. They have a 3k gold lead. Will it be enough? See what they. Inside the trees, going to start going for maybe go for the TP out, swap or stun. Either one will stop that TP quick. And this time, I mean, this was supposed to be maybe he was supposed to take over the game instead. He's just become the
And he's getting kited now. There's a lot of different ways to control him in fights, and his burst isn't as effective. Like, their team fight still lacks. We talked about the issue with Nature's Prophet as a hero still.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to pull people away, but they're not looking for fights on other sides of maps. FY is just, it's more just like FY shows up in the lane, then they kill him, then they take another fight. Also, do we win our rune bet?
No.
Dire's top tower
Liquid
has fallen.
got 3 of the matter.
No, they got 2.
They did 5. Well, it says 5 bounty runes, so I don't know what. I thought it got split to 2. Oh, no. It's most rune.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That makes sense. Matumba man. Oh, the spiders! Still though.
Dire's top tower is under
Even if
attack.
he's killing spiders, maybe he can't be feeling good about his place in this game. He was once top net worth. A significant lead.
Yeah, now he's fallen quite far behind. And Miracle's now having the free game, where he just goes top. Look how farmed this guy is. He's got a Mjolnir.
Dire's top
Like
tower
they
is
swap
under
places.
attack. Dire's top tower. Radiant are scanning.
And he hides out in the bottom lane. It's just hoping that he'll be able to find some space to farm some more, but he has to TP back. Basher now. Chalice needs to be able to get the bash on both all 3 of these cores are super elusive. Needs to stop the Brewmaster from getting off his ultimate. Piranha and it's too slippery. The aggressive vision from Liquid does tip them off. There's a lot of heroes off map right now, so they know about a smoke. They still be caught though. Farming through the offlane jungle, they're 1 step ahead of PSG.LGD right now. This could be a huge combo if they can get both of these kills. Just need to move up into the ancient area, but they don't know. They don't have that vision. Place another ward, spot out Miracle for a moment there. They see the Wisp balls as well. Mech is now complete by GH. That is going to make much harder to get. Liquid, they see how aggressively Ame is pushing out the top lane. They're not going to try and gank him and end up running into LGD as a result.
Don't you just go high ground if you're Liquid?
Yeah, they're just going to go high ground. Force these teams back to defend their bases.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, if I'm Matsu, I'd probably just hit this high ground. You're not that afraid. The nice thing about Matsu's build too is that if you don't go for this super early BKB, you're not all in. Like, the timing for Brutes still exists past this.
Right.
Because oftentimes when you go for this early BKB, if you don't immediately win the next, like, 2-3 fights, the game just sort of ends as...
Swap back into the air.
Oh, he's just
Beautiful
gone.
combination. Now the Vengeful Spirit dies, but maybe use his whole combination to be able to get that kill. He can't afford to die here. Back to the tier 4, stunned up.
They
by
can't stop him.
Master Earth Panda. He goes down. X-Nova, he's getting swallowed up by the many heroes of Liquid. A tier 3 down and buyback.
But Ame, look at him.
Radiant's top
Ame's just going straight. He's already killed the tier 3. Miracle and GH. They're going to try and fight this out. Ame does have a Sunder. Doesn't get a chance to be able to pop it. Back over to the mid lane. The melee Rax is still alive. They're
gonna come back, though.
Back in. Now the jump in by Mind Control. Going to go for the kill on FY. Leaves it for Matumba Man. Miracle. No, but he's just dead again. The stun onto the Phoenix. He's dead again. Neither time did he get off the Supernova.
Every hero from... Everyone from LGD is buying back right now. But they're still losing the fight. And Matumba Man's still full HP, full everything.
is under attack.
Not afraid in the least. They're gonna go for this Rax. 23 minutes in. This, what is this? Second pick Brood?
Yeah. And it's working. The Ursa can't stop it. Not without the supports. Not without the Phoenix. They need that kind of team fight.
They could just... I mean, I'm not sure if they have enough time to go for top. They don't quite have Bruce Split, but... they're still hanging around the area. That's the important part.
Yeah. Miracle denied all 4 of those range.
He would have won us that
Dyer's
15,
bottom
I
inside
think.
of the
is
base.
under attack.
Take some shrines on their way out, making
Oh,
that
boy.
16k gold lead grow just a little bit more. You can see, I mean, they try and get damage on him, but Man, it just doesn't work. And that swap back, that was beautiful. I think it was a swap and arrow, I'm pretty sure. Instant stun. Doesn't let the Ursa do it. MKB now from Matumba Man. All you can really do on LGD side is look at Ame's items, but he is not looking. Just a Manta, trying to go for Hurricane Pike.
The prize is mine.
Wrong on the...
Really?
Yeah.
By how much?
We only got 2.
It's okay, it's okay.
We're gonna be wrong on H.
If you guys followed us into that, do you get points for that?
The battle.
Really ruined it for everybody. Chad, I'll take this one. This one you can blame on me. Just send your complaints into @DOTA Capitalist.
You know that implies you're like, this one's on me. It implies that every single other one of them is mine.
Yes?
The final push coming in from Liquid. All they need is 1 lane of Rax. LGD got to win like several fights in a row. And they're already losing damage on this tier 3.
They gotta take the
Swap
fight
back
now.
on FY. Tried to go for the arrow this time. They do miss. And they pop the Metamorphosis with the Supernova as well. Good avalanche stuns onto several. Maybe they can kill the Brewmaster before the ult, but he gets it off. Now, whoa, a toss up in the air as he tries to dive on through. X-Nova gets his dive canceled.
I lied.
And as
Matumba
a
Man's
result,
a god.
they're just screwed. They're all dead.
No one's living through
Swap
this.
back. Ame is going to be brought down from his Tornado Man. His Pop Manta still going to die. Calls a GG. And that will be LGD versus Liquid. Game 1, it went the distance, but game 2.
Spider-Man is a good hero.
Hero's crazy. It's scale. It's got the level 25 talent as well.
That was a second pick Broodmother